The Den of Lions, a 10-minute devotional drama inspired by Daniel 6. It began in silence. Long before the roar of lions, before the pit was opened, there was the quiet power of a man who chose to kneel. Daniel, now an old man, was no longer the young exile who interpreted dreams. He had survived empires, kings, and conspiracies. But even in his aged years, his character was unshaken. In Babylon, he had become a legend. Wise, incorruptible, favored even by the newest King Darius. But favor breeds jealousy. The other officials seethed. They could not accuse Daniel of corruption; he had none. So they searched for another weakness, and they found it in his faith. One afternoon, as the sun dipped behind the citadel towers, a scroll was brought before King Darius. It gleamed with royal wax and flattery. "O king, let a law be written," the advisors said, "that for 30 days no one may pray to any god or man but you. Anyone who disobeys shall be thrown into the lion's den." Darius, caught in the snare of his own pride, sealed the decree. Daniel heard the news before sunset. He could have hidden, prayed in secret, paused his habits for a month. But truth does not bow to fear, and character is not forged in convenience. So he opened his window just as he had always done. And 3 times a day he knelt, facing Jerusalem, facing home, facing God. They found him easily. They dragged him before the king with triumph in their eyes. Darius was crushed. He had grown to love Daniel, even trust him. But the law could not be revoked, not even by the king. The order was given. At twilight, Daniel was lowered into the pit. The lions, caged and starved, paced in the shadows below. Darius leaned over the stone rim, his voice breaking. "May your God, whom you serve continually, deliver you." The stone rolled over the mouth of the den, sealed with the king's signet, and silence fell. That night Darius could not sleep. No music soothed him. No feast tempted him. He paced and waited for dawn. But in the dark of the pit, another kind of silence reigned. Daniel sat not in fear, but in peace. For beside him, unseen by men, but known to him, stood an angel, radiant, calm. And the lions, those beasts of terror, lay like lambs at his feet. He could hear them breathe, could feel the warm earth beneath him, but no claw touched him, no teeth approached. God had shut their mouths. At first light, the king ran to the den. With trembling hands he called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to deliver you?" A pause. Then a voice from the depths, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. They have not harmed me, because I was found innocent before him and before you." Cheers rose. The stone was rolled away. Daniel emerged, not a scratch on him. His face shone, not with pride, but peace. But justice had one more chapter. Those who had plotted, who had used law as a weapon of hate, were brought to the same pit. And the lions who had slept the night before now did not. Darius, forever changed, issued a new decree. "Let all people in my kingdom tremble before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God. He rescues and saves, performs signs and wonders. He has delivered Daniel from the power of the lions." And Daniel, he went back to his chamber. He knelt once more, and the window remained open. Because some battles are not won with swords, but with unwavering faith. Some lions are not defeated by force, but by a God who walks into dens and turns death into testimony.